The following matchup is presented and played with Hockey Blast Express, a product of Play Games LLC, copyright 2023, all rights reserved. Welcome back, everybody, as we get set for Game 2 of this time frame matchup between the 1976-77 Montreal Canadiens and the 1992-93 Winnipeg Jets. As you guys can see, the Habs currently lead this final time frame matchup, winning last game by a final score of 1-0. Behind the they won last game because I can't remember what the score was. I think it was 1-0, but we'll definitely have to go back and see what happens. But anyway, the starters for Game 2 are as follows. Ken Dryden will be in net for the Habs. Jim Ribnak will be in net for the Jets. And without further delay, let's get right into Game 2, shall we? Will the clock operator please start the clock? We're going to begin with a quality check between players, anybody on the ice for the Jets against player number 5. That's Pierre Bouchard. The quality we're looking for is hit. Oh, no current Jet is out there on the ice to win hit. So therefore, Bouchard will automatically win this one, as we'll go right across from him with Frederick Olofsson, as Bouchard will win the battle with hit. Harebnak was going to try to seal it up with a 1 or a 2 to score the empty net, to score on the play save. He won't, and the Habs take a 1-0 lead, courtesy of Pierre Bouchard. 2 assists will be handed out on the play. Lemaire, and how about a Gainey? So a shock to begin Game 2 of this final time frame matchup for this project between the Habs and the Jets. And we will move on to the next portion of this first segment of Game 2. We got ourselves a quality check, again, for anybody on the ice for the Jets, and player number 5 for the Habs. And we're looking for the quality of power. Pick your poison between anybody but Housley for power. How about we go with Evgeny Davidov, as he does have power to match Serge Savard, and both guys have power, and we will move on to the next segment here in this one. Home scoring chance of a 63. Home defense stop breakaway chance. Visitor goalie must make play save. All right, Ken Dryden needs to net a 5 or a 6 with a dot in order to make the stop. And he will do so. Nobody flips, and we will move on to the next segment. Oh, and it's a triple sixes. So again, nobody. This will be an injury to a visiting player. Let's see who is injured. 4. That's Bill Nyrop. Bill Nyrop is injured, so he'll be out for the remainder of the game, and that's going to be a no action result with Nyrop getting injured. Quality check between players 5 and 4. That's Housley and Lapointe. The quality we're looking for is skill. Both Housley and Lapointe have skill, so we will move on to the next segment here in this one. Home scoring chance of a 21. It reads, visitor goalie must make shot save, so a 2 or 3 with a dot will do so. Can't, and the Jets will get on the board. It's tied up at 1. Let's see who scored the goal. 9 will be the second best shot rating. The best out there is Zamnov. The second best is going to go to Shannon or Olison. I do want to keep Olison's assist star rating, so we're going to give that to Darren Shannon, as he will score the goal for the Jets. And 2 assists will be handed out on the play. How about Zamnov and Olison? So Shannon will score the goal from Zamnov and Olison as that will wrap things up for that portion of the segment. And we will move on to the next portion here with a home scoring chance of a 65. And it reads, oh, choice home player scores a goal. So we're going to roll the red die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be an automatic reroll. 3, that's Mike Eagles. So Mike Eagles, he's kind of an odd hockey name, but I'm not going to joke about it. As Eagles will get the 2 to will give will give the Jets a 2-1 lead over the Habs, and 2 assists will be handed out on the play. Housley and Numanen will be the assists takers on the Mike Eagles goal. Two down, 4 to go in this segment. Quality check between players 4 and 2. That's Dean Kennedy and Jimmy Roberts. The quality we're looking for is smart. It looks like Roberts is going to win this one as he does have smart. So he's going to be moving in on Urbnak as he needs to make a 1 or a 2 to stop the Roberts attempt. He won't. The game is tied up at 2, courtesy of Jimmy Roberts. And 2 assists will be handed out on the play. How about Savard and I do want to keep at least one triangle out there. So we're going to go with Savard and Wilson. With Savard getting the primary assist and Wilson getting the secondary. And we will stay put here in this segment with 3 down and 3 to go. Quality check between players 5 and anybody on the ice. Excuse me, not anybody else. What am I saying? Players, I know it's the final time frame. It's actually going to be between players 5 and 2. That is Olison and Knoyer. The quality we're looking for is star. It looks like Knoyer is going to win this one as he does have star, so he's going to be moving in on Herbnack to hopefully net a 1 or 2 to make the stop. He won't, and the Habs jump from behind to take a 3-2 lead. We have scored 4, only 2 more to go in this portion of the segment until the segment automatically ends. 10. So we got 2 assists. LaPointe and Shutt will be your assist takers on the Yvonne Kernoyer goal, as the Habs jump back in front by a score of 3-2. 4 goals have been scored in this segment. Only 2 more to go until this segment automatically ends. Home scoring chance of a 15. Visitor goalie must make shot save. So Ken Dryden needs to net a 2 or 3 with a dot to make the stop. A 3 with a dot will do so, and the segment will automatically. The segment ends. Nobody flips, and we will move on to the next segment. We got ourselves a quality check between anybody on the ice for the Jets against player number 2. That's Mario Tremblay. The quality we're looking for is hit. The only 3 guys out there with hit are King, Domi, and Kennedy. I do want to keep that fight rating out there for Domi. So it's between King and Kennedy. Dot, it's King. And it will be King. So King will tie Mario Tremblay for hit, and we will move on to the next segment here in this one. Visitor scoring chance of a 24. It reads, home goalie must make spec save. So a 3 or a 4 with a dot will do so for Herbnack. It won't, and the Habs take a 4-2 lead. Let's see who scored the goal. 2, fourth best shot rating. So the best out there right now currently is a tie between Reesboro and Gainey. And that means tied for the fourth best is either Roberts, Bouchard, or Savard. We're going to have the red die decide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Player number 3, that's Pierre Bouchard. So Pierre Bouchard will net the 4-2 goal for the Habs unassisted. So Pierre Bouchard will score the goal unassisted, and one goal has been scored in this segment. Only 5 more to go as I play with a 6 goal cap per segment. Quality check between players 1 and 4. That's Savard and Tkachuk. The quality we're looking for is star. It looks like Savard is going to win this one as he does have star, so he's going to be moving in on Hermnack to hopefully make a 1 or a 2 to stop the attempt, which he will do so, and that will do it for this segment, and we will move on to the next one. Quality check between players 5 and 2. That is Ullison and Roberts. The quality we're looking for is smart. Both players have smart, and that is going to do it for the second period here in game 2 of this final time frame matchup. After 40 minutes of play in game 2, your score stands at Montreal 4, Winnipeg 2. Not home scoring chance. Sorry. A visitor scoring chance, I should say, of a 65. Visitor defense stop, breakaway chance. Home goalie must make a spec save. So Jim Hermnack needs to make a 3 or 4 with a dot to make the spectacular save. A 5 will not do it as the Habs will take a 5-2 lead. Let's see who scored the goal. 8, player with the best shot rating. So the best out there right now is Yvon Cournoyer. So Yvon Cournoyer is going to take the goal. I believe that's his second of the game. And 2 assists will be handed out on the play. Lapointe and Reesboro will assist Yvon Cournoyer on the 5-2 lead for the Habs. And we will stay put here in this third period, the first segment of the third period, with a quality check between players 1 and 2. That's Shannon and Tremblay. The quality we're looking for is speed. It looks like Tremblay is going to win this one as he does have speed. So therefore, he's going to be moving in on Hermnack to hopefully net a 1 or 2 to stop it. And he will do so. And that is going to be it for that segment. And we will move on to the next one. Quality check between players 4 and 2. That is Kennedy and Roberts. The quality we're looking for is star. Neither player has star, and we will move on to the next segment. Penalty check between anybody on the ice for the Jets against player number 4. That's Serge Savard. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, either way, dot, we tie, or blank, Montreal is going to go on the power play. Dot, we tie. So Montreal is going to go on the power play. So it's between either King, Domi, or Steen. How about we go with this? We'll do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like Steen will head off to the box as Serge Savard is going to be moving in on Jim Hermnack to hopefully net a 1 or a 2 on the play save. He won't, and the Habs take a 6-2 lead over the Jets, courtesy of Serge Savard on the power play. 2 assists. Mahavlich and Gainey will assist Serge Savard on the power play goal attempt. And we will move on to the next one. Or excuse me, move on to the next portion, I should say, of this segment. Quality check. This time it'll be between players 5 and 2. Housley and Knoyer. The quality we're looking for is speed. Both Knoyer and Housley have speed, and that is going to be it for this segment. And we will move on to the final segment of Game 2 here in this final time frame matchup. Penalty check between players 2 and 3. That's Domi and Lemaire. It looks like Domi's going to go to the box as Lemaire's going to skate in on Jim Erdnack to hopefully net a 1 or 2 on the play save. And he does so. That's going to do it. Stop the clock. So in a heated battle here for Game 2 of this time frame matchup, the Habs will take a 2-0 time frame advantage over the 1992-93 Winnipeg Jets. With that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to Game 2 of this time frame matchup between the Habs and the Jets. If you liked what you saw, a like is very much appreciated. Also, a comment is optional if you want to leave a question on how this game or where can you get a copy, or like if you want to leave anything in the comments section, but please stay on topic and no derogatory language. If you want to order yourself a copy of the game, I left the link in the description box below to this game, as well as or excuse me, I'm sorry. I left the game. I left the link to order yourself a copy of the game down below in the description box below. Keith Avalon really does make really nice games. I'm not going to lie. He really does. So therefore, after 2 games have been played in this final time frame matchup, your time frame score stands at 2-0, and we will hopefully see you very soon. If you're watching this on the single game playlist for Game 3 coming up in this time frame matchup, but if you're tuning into this game on the full time frame playlist, do not go anywhere because Game 3 will be coming up very shortly, right after we take a look at the Bitty Beer game summary presented by your favorite Bitty Beer products. If you do choose to drink Bitty Beer, please remember to drink responsibly. As always, it has big taste at a bitty price. It's Bitty Beer. Thank you so much for tuning in. And once again, the final score here for Game 2. The Habs take a 2-0 time frame advantage, winning it over the 92-93 Winnipeg Jets by a final of 6-2.